Hello everyone, I Shalda Sharma once again here to discuss about the parts of computer system. In the previous class we have discussed about the different parts of the computer systems. In that video we have discussed only two parts of the computer system, that is input and output devices. In this part we are going to cover the storage devices. Fine. Let's start with the parts of computer. As we already discussed, a computer has various parts and each part performs a specific function such as input devices, output devices, central processing unit and memory, motherboard, expansion cards, storage devices, ports and connections. We have already discussed about the input devices and the output devices in great detail. In this session, we're going to discuss about the storage devices only. So let's start. First of all, we'll discuss about the memory unit. Fine. In the computer, the data is stored in the form of bits and bytes. Bit, binary digits represented by 0 or 1. Bit is the smallest storage unit. Fine. 8 bits combined together form a single byte, which in turn represent a single character. Let us see an example. If the name Ravi is required to be stored in the computer, it will need 4 bytes in the computer memory. So once again, I'll discuss the same topic. Generally, everything stored in the computer memory in the form of bits only. Bits can be represented by 0 or 1. Fine. It is the smallest storage unit. Combination of 8 bits is known as 1 byte, and to store a single character on the computer system we need 1 byte. Fine. Let's start with the another slide. The following table represents other higher units of the computer memory. Here KB stands for kilobyte, MB stands for megabyte, GB stands for gigabyte and TB stands for terabyte. Let's see relationship with earlier memory unit. Here 1 kilobyte is equal to 1024 bytes. 1 megabyte is equal to 1024 kilobytes. 1 gigabyte is equal to 1024 megabyte. 1 terabyte is equal to 1024 gigabyte. Now we'll discuss about the memory. Memory is what? Memory is where the information is stored and retrieved by the CPU. There are two main types of memory, primary memory and secondary memory. RAM and ROM constitute the primary memory, whereas in secondary memory, it is used to store the large amount of data with the capacity in the range of 20 GB to 2 TB permanently on computer. That is, the data is retained even when the system is switched off. Look at the diagram once. Here you can see computer memory can be divided into two parts, primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory can be divided into further two parts, that is RAM and ROM. Here are the different parts for the secondary memory. HDD, hard disk drives, compact disk is there, floppy disk and magnetic tape. Let's discuss all these memory types in great detail. Let's start with the random access memory, which is RAM. It is used to take care of intermediate storage of data while working on a computer system. It is the main memory and allows you to temporarily store data and commands. The CPU reads the data and commands from the RAM to perform a specific task. RAM is volatile, which means it is available only while the computer is turned on. The contents of the RAM must be copied to a storage device if you want to save the data in the RAM. For read-only memory, ROM. It is used to keep the essential instructions written and stored by the manufacturer to load operating system and take care of basic input-output operations, also referred as BIOS, that is basic input-output system. It is the memory that retains its contents even after the computer is turned off. ROM is non-volatile or a permanent memory that is commonly used to store commands, such as the commands that check whether everything is working properly. For example, when you turn on your computer system, what happened? It started the bootstrap process. In this process, your computer checks whether all the devices are working properly or all the devices are connected to the computer system. If there is any problem, it will display some message on the computer screen. So it is done by some commands which are stored in the ROM. I hope it is clear to you. Now we'll move to the next another type, that is flash memory. It is a non-volatile memory that retains data even after the computer is turned off. Unlike in ROM, you can erase or modify stored information. Like example is you might be using the memory cards. This is one example of flash memory. Let's discuss the storage devices in great details. You use storage devices to store computer information. Storage devices came in many forms. For example, the hard disk drive, CD-ROM, floppy disk, and DVD-ROM. Storage devices can be divided into two types: internal storage devices and external storage devices. Some common storage devices are as follows. Like first of all, we'll discuss about the hard disk. Here in the picture you can see this is your hard disk drive. Hard disk is one of the most important secondary storage device which is used to store operating system, office applications, utility softwares, and the other usual data. The magnetic disk, that is usually the main storage device on most the computers. It can be an external or can be an internal device as well. Now we'll move to the next slide, which is floppy disk. Here you can see it is the picture of floppy disk. It is a portable storage device that allows you to store a small amount of data. The only disadvantage is that it can be easily damaged by heat, dust, or magnetic fields. Now we'll discuss about the CD-ROM. Here you can see in the picture it is a CD-ROM. CD stands for compact disc. It can store data up to 750 MB. It is a portable storage medium that allows you to store 400 times more data than on a floppy disk. It is less prone to damage than a floppy disk. So generally, what do we mean by a portable storage medium? A storage device which can be moved from one place to another easily. Like we can store data in that particular device, and we can take that device along with us to anywhere. So it is a portable storage device. Fine. Now we have DVD-ROM. Here you can see it is the DVD. Here we have the DVD driver which is used to run the DVD. DVD stands for Digital Versatile Disk with the capacity of around 4.5 GB, a portable storage medium that is similar to a CD-ROM. However, it can store large amount of data than a floppy disk or a CD-ROM. A DVD-ROM is commonly used to store movies and videos. Well, we have Blu-ray disc with the storage capacity of around 25 GB to 50 GB. We have pen drives with the storage capacity of 512 MB to 32 GB. It is available up to 64 GB as well. Same memory stick we have. It has storage capacity of 512 MB to 64 GB. I hope it is clear to you. We will continue the topics in the next video so that we can cover all the parts for the computer system. Thank you so much everyone. Thank you so much.